Lovely jalapeno and cheese bread, only from Jenny's Kitchen. So warm and nice. Look how gooey the cheese is. Really lovely, spongy, nice roll form. So coming into Jenny's Walk, and let's see how to put this lovely jalapeno cheese bread together. Hi foodies, welcome to my kitchen. This is Jenny here from Jenny's Walk. So foodie, I'm going to do a nice bread for you today. And I see in the news a lot of countries and Ireland is still on lockdown. So we're still in COVID mode in some countries, while here in the US, to be precise, I'm in NYC, we have like 67% already vaccinated, so we are pretty free to go out and indulge and eat, and dining now is like 75%. Well, anyways, what this have to do with cooking in my kitchen is that I could bring to you now some quick and easy and some ideas for my foodies who are on lockdown. So this is another quick and easy recipe that you can try. Bread, because the bakery may be close by you, so you could do your own bread at home. So today we're going to do a lovely jalapeno bread. If you don't have jalapeno where you are, you can use any mild flavored pepper. One of those big ones like the poblano pepper or the Italian pepper with a little more heat to it, add some chilies to it. But here in the US, I have chilies. I have the jalapeno. So I'm using one jalapeno pepper, 2 grains of fresh garlic, and here I have some cilantro just to carry some flavor into it. So for this lovely jalapeno cheese bread, it's a jalapeno cheese bread. It's a beautiful East bread, and it's loaded with fresh jalapenos and herb and some cheddar cheese here going on. This is perfect on its own or as a nice side meal. And if you're looking to impress your friends and family here in this lockdown, this is a great idea. I highly recommend that you do this bread. So let's get started and see what we need for this bread. So I already went through my jalapeno with you. Here I have 2.5 cups of all-purpose flour. I give it a good sieve so it's nice and floury. So in here I have 2 tablespoonfuls of white sugar. I have 1 packet of yeast. I already have it proofing. It's ready. 2 nice egg. I have some extra flour just for dusting and all of that. And 1/4 teaspoonful of salt. I'm not going with too much salt because the cheese sometimes is loaded with salt. So I have cheddar cheese and I have some mozzarella cheese. I just grated. If you don't have cheddar, you don't like cheddar, whatever cheese you prefer, you go ahead, my dear foodies. We're going to go with 2 cups. And here I have milk. I'm going to make this bread a full-bodied, soft bread. We're not going to go hard on the bread. We want a nice, soft, spongy bread, but yet it's going to be filled inside. It's not going to be hollow. So here I have 1.25 cup of warm milk. And this is 3 teaspoonfuls of butter. And I melted that butter. I'm going to add it straight into the milk. And my eggs. And I think that's about it, my dear foodies. So let's get cooking. So now what I'm going to do, into my bowl, I'm going to add, I sieved the flour already. I add that salt in there. And now I'm going to get my instrument together. And here I have the sugar. Give that a good mix in there, just like so. We're going to add everybody in. I see that yeast is coming really nicely. So what we're going to do, foodies, last I'm going to add this in. So don't think I'm forgetting anything. So in my mixing bowl, we're going to go with our egg. 2 lovely eggs, just like so. Ooh, making a mess now. Good mix. Get that egg ready. So now it's time to use the fingers. So let me get the fingers in. Okay, foodies, that egg is in. That egg is going to give this this bread a nice yellow color. That's where it's going to get the yellow color from the yolk. So now in goes my yeast. That was proofing, really big, bubbly, and nice. Lovely. And I'm going to add in now the buttermilk. Nice. Give it a good mix, just like so. So foodies, here you go. The dough have come in really nicely. So what I'm going to do, I'm going to leave this to rest for 10 minutes. And that's when we're going to be adding the jalapeno and the cheese. So let's just leave this, cover this dough down 10 minutes. And we're going to continue with the rest of the ingredients for this lovely jalapeno cheese bread. So foodies, just spray up your nice pan and keep it all ready on the side. Now we're going to flour our surface a little bit, and it have been 10 minutes, so let's get that dough out now. There we go, out on my work surface. We're just going to flour the rolling pin a little bit. We're going to roll it out in a nice rectangular shape. Just like so. We're going to use it the size of the pan, so we're going to go the size of the pan maybe this way. There you go. So once you get it rolling and rolling and rolling, there you go. This looks marvelous. Yep. Stretch it out nicely because we're going to be rolling everybody in. There you go. So now, my dear foodies, I hope you're getting me. I don't think you're getting the whole thing. Let me just move this a little around to the camera so you could see exactly what I'm doing. I think you got me there. Perfect. I'm a little slanted, my dear foodies, but I'm sure you're seeing what's going on there. So we roll it out in a nice rectangular. We measure the pan. There. So now we're going to go in with our cheese. Just spread everybody out, the 2 cheeses that you had. Whatever cheeses you like. Remember, foodies, you're making this for you and your family. If you like the cheddar, go ahead. You like the jack, the provolone, whatever cheese you like, you go ahead and you put that in. Remember, here at Jenny's Walk, we're here to like, we're here to share, and we're here to create. So don't forget to like and share. And those food groups that you're on, share my video so we all could enjoy this lovely recipe, exciting recipe. And for all my new viewers, welcome. I want to shout out to all of you, all my viewers in Europe, Dubai, how are you doing? Afghanistan, New Zealand. So now, foodies, we're going to mix the garlic and the herbs and that jalapeno. There's one guy, put him in the middle. And you're just going to give it a nice sprinkle. Denmark, Aruba, Suriname, how are you doing? My brothers and sisters in Guyana, my brothers and sisters in India. Rohit Nandan, how are you doing over there in India? The beautiful islands, St. Vincent, Grenada, how are you doing? I see all your comments. St. Lucia, I see your comments. Aruba, I see all your comments. Thank you for interacting with me. I do read all your comments, and I am happy and welcome each and every one of you. So now, foodies, all of this is done. I want to get all these herbs in. Lovely. They look about even. So now we're going to roll and roll and roll away. So in goes the rolling now. Try to bring it in a little tight. Get some in the end of the bread. Not too much because you know the cheese is going to start melting. Roll and roll and roll. Very beautiful. Look at that. Then we're going to tuck the ends in. Are you seeing me, foodies? Let me come up a little closer. There you go. So we're going to tuck the ends in, both sides, 1 and 2. Very good. And here you go. Just give a little pinch, just like so. Little peek at what's going on here in the bottom. This is the bottom of the bread. And you see, give it a nice little tuck like that, just like so. And here's that buttered bacon dish. There you go. Inside. Don't worry about it. Lovely. So we're going to leave it in there. And I have a little bit of that buttermilk in there. We're going to leave this right in here and let it raise or proof. It's going to get big and nice and beautiful. Now the milk is going to give it a softness. Remember, water will give it a crisp, egg wash will give it a glaze and hard, and water or milk will give it a nice softness. For my audience who follow me in Jenny's Walk, you all know all of this. So let's leave this here. I'm going to cover this down and leave it in a warm nice space, and give it like an hour and a half, 2 hours. Let it rise and get beautiful. Then we're going to put it into the oven. We're going to bake this at let me see, like 375. I'm going to go 375 for like 35-40 minutes. We will know when it's done. So let this go to rise now, my dear foodies, and thank you for joining me here at Jenny's Walk, and don't forget to like and share this lovely video. So here you go, foodies, our bread. Let's take a look and see. Wow, beautiful. Don't worry about that little stroke over there. So what we're going to do, remember that buttermilk that we had, just going to give it a nice little brush. And I put the oven already at 375 preheated oven, and she's going to go straight in that oven. So you're going to brush a little more of that milk again, gentle, just like so. Brush it all around. Little milk in there. That's buttermilk. I don't want to put any cheese on it, to be honest with you, because the cheese is going to melt and just come over. So I think I'm going to sprinkle a little bit of oregano, just very gentle, or chives. And we're going to put this in now into that oven. Let's see. We're going to see when it's done, because I haven't done one like this before. So it's the first time. So I think like 35 minutes should be fine. Add some oregano and some chives on there, and it's going to go into the oven now. So foodie, this bread is out of the oven. It's nice and crunchy. So I'm just going to wait until it cools down a little bit before we take it out and cut into it and see what's going on. Lovely jalapeno cheesy bread. So here you go, foodies, that lovely jalapeno cheesy bread. Really brown and nice. It feels soft, solid. I took it out. It's still a little kind of warm. So I want to cut into this bread now, my dear foodies. Let us see what's going on with this bread. Let's see how we did. This feels very soft and nice. Wow, look at that. It's still warm. So you see the cheese is still melted in there. Look at that. Isn't that amazing? I want you to look at the rolls, my dear foodies. Are you seeing that roll? This is how we roll and roll and roll. Look at the lovely rolls that you could see where the cheese is separating from the dough, and where we have all that jalapeno going on. Isn't this marvelous? This is so beautiful. And as I said in the video while I was making at the beginning, it's my first attempt. So it is really lovely. Look at that, how soft. And it's still warm, as I told you. So the cheese is still a bit runny over there and gooey. So another marvelous meal here from Jenny's Walk. So please do. I just don't know what to say now. My dear foodies, I'm so excited over this bread. So thank you for joining me. Thank you for joining me. Listen, I am just overwhelmed. And I know most of you, my dear foodies, when your food come out this exciting for the very first time you try, I know the excitement. And here I am enjoying this excitement with you. It's the best thing that life could give me. It is my joy in cooking and to share it with you. So thank you for joining me from my kitchen to your kitchen. Happy cooking.